Irregular Nation, welcome back to another Irregular Tours with me, the Irregular Neil. Welcome back to Earth 444. I'm your host, Neil Storm, reporting your Earth 1 news. Switch me on. Welcome to Irregular Reviews, live edition of Irregular Thoughts. This should look bigger. No.
It's the final shot.
Remember, the irregular side's waiting for you, so I hope to see you soon. Remember, don't cross the street. So go make sure to hit that like, go hit that subscribe, and become a part of the Irregular Nation, because why wouldn't you want to? Come take a ride on the irregular side. Listen all the time. Cheers. Cheers, everybody. See y'all later.
Could you please shut up? And that goes for all you. I can't listen to you for one more damn second.
Woo! Irregular Nation, welcome to another, almost knocked that down, another edition of Irregular Thoughts live. Yes, with myself, the Irregular Neil, and to my left, the heart of the Ghostbusters herself, heart of the channel, Kelsey. Hope Productions herself. Let's turn on some music in the background. You know, can we upload some shit from Epidemic Sound? Because we wouldn't get in trouble with that shit. No, we'd get in trouble with all the other crap. It's pretty easy to continuously play. It shouldn't be that hard. I don't think so. So yes, welcome, and I do appreciate anybody that decides to stop by tonight, because you know I do go for a little bit, and Kelsey knows that also. And you know, make sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe if you haven't, and also drop some comments, ask some questions. I love a good question, and I love going all over the fucking place, because that's just what I do. I just go all over the place. I mean, and then, you know, we're going to get Kelsey a mic at one point, because it's kind of hard to sit here and move the mic all the time. She's right here. She's right here. Right here, she says. I really project. As you can know, I am a loud person. Not if we try to start a podcast one day. Oh, okay. All right. She's going to do the sit next to me. Okay. That works. So a happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. I know today's Father's Day, so that's why I also say anybody that does decide to stop by, thank you very much, because why wouldn't you want to stop by and say hi? I mean, come on. You know, I know that we don't always go over all the popular topics, because everybody just wants popular topics all the time, because the attention span of people is like at an insect level. I don't know. Maybe a fly. Like, ooh, look, there's some more shit or food. Let me go fly over there. A gnat. Yeah, maybe a gnat. Yeah, it could be that. So, you know, that being said, there's going to be a lot of random style topics tonight. Kelsey and I are just going to kind of talk. I will touch on some Flash stuff. I know everybody has seen Flash Drive. Oh my God, everybody's seen Flash Drive. I know about all the complaints and all that. I'm going to be going this coming week, probably on my day off during the day. So, Brian, if you are watching, yes, that is my cousin. I have not opened my new beer yet, because I just looked down and I'm like, there's still something on top. And I hope it doesn't... Yeah, I hope this doesn't, you know, give a little fizzy boobala. No fizzy boobala. Okay, we're good. Huh? Yeah, you did. She did say she knocked over the beers. I go, really? You knocked over the fucking beers?
I put them on the floor in the back seat. I guess when I turned.
Wait. So you gotta love that, right? So when someone's telling a story, if they did something, right? I guess it goes. I guess they flew. Well, it's not a guess. It's either the beers fell.
They did.
Okay, so it's not an I guess. I guess.
I put them on the back seat on the floor.
That's really okay.
What else was
I don't know. I usually put it on the front, maybe on the seat, on the passenger seat. You know, you gotta keep it nice. You gotta keep it, secure. You gotta keep it secure. Cheers out there, by the way. So, like, a little having. What do we have? Oh no! Do not say what I'm having, dear God. You know what'll happen. Yes, let me cheers you right there. Ding a ling ding. We'll be taking another shot soon. Water with lemon, and I'm the so it basically looks like I'm the alcohol. But that's okay. It's all right. Yeah, she's had a headache, so we'll keep it too. We have a little comment in there. Who's in there? Hey, what's up there, Droga? Thank you for stopping by, man. Pleasure seeing you here. We're trying to grow our lives right now, so we're trying to go live on a more consistent basis. Due to the fact that we kill it with our content, we do well with our content, and apparently my shorts, my psychotic ways seem to work. So we always throw those out there. Like, I got another short playing. I actually just recorded a short. She was walking out, and I had something propped over there, and I was doing something. So that short will be out after the live. And then, I'm doing a lot of other things. So just stay tuned. That's why the channel stays interesting, because you never know what the fuck I'm gonna do. But now when it comes to, like I said, flash drive, because it was flash drive weekend. Now, I've been talking about this movie for a while. Like, who hasn't fucking talked about this movie? Kelsey remembers when I did the first video on it, which was funny, and I called it flash drive, and I stuck to that, even though when I ate like the
where you slid and you fell.
Oh yeah, like we had like videos that we never released and shit. Oh yeah, you definitely have to get that. When I used to do all like this flash slides, and I went right into the arcade and just busted my ass. Yeah, that was an interesting one. I remember doing what was it, like an irregular review or something like that, and I did it a different way, and you're like, why didn't you do it on the green screen? All that, and I was like, I have to eat my crow, because I wanted to play like the preview, this and that. And I'm like, the previews look good, right? But the one thing I did say, and I was doing it in a lot of shorts for anybody that was paying attention, in very entertaining fashion, I must say.
Make that head a little bigger.
It is a big fucking melon. But I was like, wow, there's a lot of over promotion for this fucking movie. It was at the point where it was like in overdrive. The floppy disk was out there for flash drive. It's flopping all around. And, the entire world saw the fucking movie like 2 months before anyway, or even before that. I always love Wall Stew. Wall Stew, he comes out and he tells you about the plot links and the endings and the differences and all this stuff. So I'd always be paying attention to what Wall Stew was saying. And I'm like, all right. So I guess my title for, the Flash movie, Flash Drive, was perfect, because at the end of the day, even Kelsey, when I said I was going to go see it, she comes up to me, I think it was today, and she's like, or no, yesterday, she's like, yeah, I've been reading some stuff. It doesn't sound that great. And I started laughing because, I've seen other like hit videos where they would show like all these different style, reviewers. And I think it was, what did you think of Flash Drive? LOL. See, like, I haven't seen it, but I've seen so much stuff about it. So that's why I'm giving all these like little opinions. But I'd be like, oh yeah, believe the hype, believe the hype, believe the hype. You see everybody saying that, you're like, oh my God. And at the end of the day, there's so much bad publicity, if I say that correctly, sorry, for Ezra, that I'm sure a lot of people boycotted it anyway. Then the other part, then you have the whole Snyder, obsessed fan base. And I'm not saying every single fan, because I'm a Snyder fan. So it's just like certain factions of cults and groups and all this kind of crap. And everybody's just kind of like, all right, how the fuck is this movie connected? For me, for Flash Drive, I just kind of want to see what Keaton does. If the story has a little heart, this and that. I hear about the CGI and the wonkiness and all the crazy shit that was going on. But basically, it kind of feels, now, I was just reorganizing everything. And I'm telling Kelsey, I'm like, I'm reorganizing all of my stuff. And it just feels that people that saw Flash Drive, right, regardless of the rotten ball score, you know, like I hate that shit. People just kind of went like this when after they saw the Flash, a lot of fans, and you know, they keep talking about CGI, this and that, and we'll get to something else in 2 seconds. So here you go.
The Derek Zoolander Center for Kids Who Can't Read Good.
What is this? That's kind of how I feel that most fans are feeling right now. Now, you're going to have your apologists out there for the movie. They're going to say that you had a lot of fun with it, right? Well, that's what you want with a summer movie, right? You want to have fun with it. I'm going to get to a point with this. So, that being said, you know, I saw like, because you can't even avoid fucking spoilers, because I was even talking about the fact that every single fucking YouTuber or anybody that saw the goddamn movie put out a regular review and then a spoiler review weeks before the movie. Like, really? So I'm sure numbers are going to be manipulated and skewed at some point in time. And it's just like, okay. So the movie is apparently a quote unquote flop. All right, it's a flop. So, I mean, what consists of a flop, Kelsey? I mean, when you... Well, yeah, no, but I mean, it just opened, so you're hoping for this big budget opening. And it doesn't happen. But if you're allowing so many people to see it months in advance, why are you running to see it on its opening night? Don't you think you do a disservice when you do that crap? That's kind of how, that's almost how I feel sometimes when it comes to... No, I mean, it's just kind of how I feel when it comes down to it. I liked it. It's 50-50 for me. The CGI was god-awful. See, that's what everybody keeps talking about. I was disappointed that Neil Strode didn't have a cameo. That's funny. Hey, Andrew. How you doing, buddy? Yo, Neil, I saw The Flash. Loved it. One of the big highlights was Michael Keaton. See, now that's what I'm talking about. That's why I want to go. That's why I'm excited to go see it. I want to go see Michael Keaton. I'm excited to go see Keaton do his thing. And, you know, from what I'm hearing is that Keaton did a great job and he didn't miss a beat. And Keaton still looks great. So when it comes to that, yes. So this movie, you know, and that's why I also laughed about Flashpoint. Well, I like to call it Flash Drive. We're not calling it Flashpoint, the Flash, whatever the fuck they want to call it. Why would everybody put so much stake in a movie when they're already going in a different direction anyway with DC, right? You're already going a different direction. So these movies are just, they're trying to make as much money as they could. That's why they promoted the fuck out of this movie. And then you got Nickelodeon presents Blue Beetle. That's coming out. And Aquaman 2, no one gives two fucks about. I mean, so at the end of the day, you know, this is their last hurrah. You know, oh, the Snyderverse is there. Yeah, but the Snyder, that was already gone anyway. So I don't understand all the stakes. I wish people would just go enjoy these movies more. At the end of the day, I also feel that I said it to Kelsey after I saw Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Put that review out, did a few other things with that. And I feel that these movies really got to start going like more animated. I mean, because some of these stories, right, are so outrageous, so out there that it doesn't matter, regardless of wonky CGI or not. You're gonna watch an entire scene of just CGI of a CGI, you know, Superman or the villain or Flash or Batman or whatever. So some of these movies, like with what everybody wants, I feel that animation really is just the best way to go at the end of the day. And, you know, they talk about superhero fatigue and is there too much? Yes, of course. When something gets popular, you're so in trouble. You're so in trouble. When something grows so big, what are you gonna do, right? Like of a food, right? Like say your favorite junk food, right? Becomes super popular. So you'll take, all right, say Coca-Cola. So Coca-Cola back in the 80s was a certain way. And then, you know, they changed the recipe on Coca-Cola. Everybody fucking lost their minds. But that's the thing. So, you know, you look at all these superhero movies now, and there's just so much. There's so many of them. Every studio wants to do some type of superhero goddamn thing. And when you cater to audiences, you want to do these grandiose fucking storylines that took, I don't know, like I said, I didn't read comics, but tons of like issues of comics to get to a certain point. You can't put this in a 2-hour fucking movie or a 2 hour and 30 minutes. It doesn't matter. It's not gonna hit the right way. Or a guy that runs at Mach speed and can run through time, it's just not gonna look too good all the time. Now you'll say, well, how about when Zack Snyder is? Yeah, Zack Snyder has some visual work. He really hits things. The only thing with Snipes is his storytelling, it gets so drawn out to the point where you get like out of a movie. So hopefully, like with Rebel Moon, though I did see that thing in Brazil, like that whole like narrative thing about the new world or the mother world or whatever it may be. Dude, I'm signed in for that. I'm ready. Hopefully it does well. Army of the Dead, you would have hoped that would have done well. That didn't really gain legs. And then it did Army of Thieves and all that. Like, none of that shit really gained legs because nobody talks about it. So hopefully this Rebel Moon thing that he's doing really kind of hits and he gives you a cohesive story. And I think he can do that. We'll see. Because, we loved his Justice League, but that was also 4 hours and fucking 2 minutes. I mean, Jesus Christ. So when it comes to Flash Drive, you're like, all right. But, I will have my irregular review on Flash Drive at some point next week. And then we'll see where it goes from there. At the end of the day, I look forward to it. So, yeah. There's not much else to say on that. I mean, the fact that a director comes out and has to defend the CGI and the way he did a CGI, well, I don't know. I find that interesting. But that also means, right? So that also means in my mind with all the rewrites and all the, the changed endings and then the changing up the guard and this guy's in charge of DC and now we're doing this and now we're doing that and they changed the ending 3 different times or 4 different times. Yeah. That's gonna cause a problem. That's gonna cause a big problem. I will say that. And then you're rushing re-edited scenes into a completed movie in certain spots. So yeah, I'm sure at times it looks fucking ass. But I'll be the judge of that. Will that take me out of a movie? Depends. It honestly depends. But, what else can you say on that? Nothing to be honest with you. So Kelsey, tell me, how was your day? How was Kelsey's day today? Kelsey had to go to the bad place today. So, Kelsey works an extra job right now. We're going to Disney in September. We've got that whole thing going. And, you want to make as much extra money as you can when you go on vacation. So it's a 12-day hiatus in Florida come September, and we're going to be out in Disney, and we're going to be doing all that fun shit. Because off topic, well, not off topic that connects to that, but my lightsaber wasn't working. I mean, giggity. And I was like, Kelsey looks it up. She's like, it's crystal. I'm like, I took my lightsaber apart because I did build a saber out in fucking Disney World, and I was getting so upset. And she's like, well, you're not going to build another one. I go, well, yes, I am. I mean, I want the blue crystal. I want to build it. I don't want to buy it. I want to build it. And I want her to record it for real.
What if we just buy the crystal and they change it out?
No. That's not the same. That's not the same. No. That's.
And then you can buy the crystal in the store.
Yeah, I don't want to buy the crystal in the store. I want to build it. And I want her to record it. She's going to record it with a good camera. It's going to be like a vlog. So we're also going to be vlogging out there because we actually did one at the zoo. We did a zoo vlog. The zoo vlog was so much fun. Now we want to go to, where the fuck is it? Where's the one that we want to go to with the capybara?
Van Song Park.
Where?
It's called Van Song Park.
Van Song Park. Where's that?
Bergen County.
It's in Bergen County, but they got capybara, yo. They got the capybara. I gotta meet the world's fucking chillest rodent ever that's huge.
The largest guinea pig you'll ever
You biggest guinea motherfucking pig, freaky looking son bitch. But we're gonna also. But we're gonna. No, I want to meet. I want it as a pet, but I don't want to clean up its poops, and it's got to swim all the time. It's aquatic. I mean, what the fuck am I gonna do? Let it thrust in the tub? It's just gonna jump in a tub and make a fucking mess. I mean, what else? Or we'll let him go swim in the creek, and then he'll never come back. Dirty as fuck. Well, there is a pool. He could jump in that pool, but I would get evicted. I'd be evicted. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. Can't have no capybara here. Capybara. Huh?
If you had your own pool, you could do that.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah, your house.
I could. So now that I deviated away because I was talking about vlogging when we're out in Disney, we gonna vlog that motherfucking lightsaber build because I'm building the blue one. And I hope they kind of change the narrative up too. Like, hopefully I don't get someone that's like not into their character, because that lady was into her character. I mean, you would have thought she's like, oh, Master Yoda. And she was always like, oh, you getting that? You're like, I didn't know I can record. I'm like, yeah, you can record. And we're gonna use the real camera, the good one, the good shit. That's what we gotta do. Yeah, but why wouldn't you? It's not like we're gonna claim it as our own. We're just recording me building it, and then we're getting all the other ambiance. And then when all like the fucking sabers turn on, that's so cool because everybody picks a different color. And she didn't get it when they came up with the fucking, I don't know what the hell that thing was, but it had all the crystals, and I'm like, give me the green, bitch. So I didn't. She's like, close your eyes. I'm like, just give me the fucking green. Close your eyes. Yeah, I'm gonna close my eyes and then pick the wrong one. Yeah, because I'm actually a fucking Jedi. Maybe I am.
You don't even know.
There could be. There could be a chance that I am a Jedi. Oh, speaking of like, it would be cool. What we were talking about at one point, right? With, you could tie this into flash drive and over the top. Like, we gotta get to a different point. Too much live action, honestly, in my mind, with a lot of this stuff. Like the Star Wars stuff, live action. I know everybody's like, oh, fuck up. We still haven't watched Mandalorian. Holy shit. We were watching Muppets Mayhem. We love Muppets Mayhem. It's actually we only got 3 in, but we're gonna continue that because I'm a big Muppets fan. But like the live action shit, I'm an animation guy. I'm just an animation guy. I really am. And when you can do good animation, you can make blockbuster stuff with animation easily. So that's why I'm like the superhero stuff. I think everybody's kind of bored. Like everything's too cut and paste now. You're cutting and pasting so much shit. You're doing the same thing over and over. You're rushing all this stuff out. So if you're rushing a big storyline kind of event out, you're going to cut corners as much as you can. And then you're worried more about branding. You know what I mean? Even with like, certain TV style cartoon stuff, you're just worried about branding and getting toys. And, that's pretty much it. You're not really worrying about the product anymore because everybody wants things so fucking quick now. Everything has to be at the drop of a dime. And that's why I was talking about like your favorite foods. If a food wasn't popular, 5 years ago, and then all of a sudden it keeps picking up steam. Well, as soon as something becomes mass produced, they cut corners and products suffer, whether it be food, whether it be movies, whether it be TV shows, clothes, shoes, you name it, shit gets fucked up. I mean, can you disagree with that? I don't think so. What do you think?
Of course it does.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, that's why, careful what everybody asks for. Careful. The more you demand, the more they'll be like, oh, we can make some money off it. So let's do it. We were talking about on the last live a week ago, we were talking about the Muppets Mayhem petition for the rock and roller coaster. Also, nobody's left any comments on that. We put that video out there. WTF to that. Aren't you down for that kind of style coaster? The change from Aerosmith? Aerosmith isn't fucking around. Come on! And you'll know what I mean. So go back and watch that little content clip that we have, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's actually a good idea, and that's why I was like, yo, Imagineer motherfuckers, hire this guy. I got some ideas. I got ideas. I really do.
Put them Wouldn't it be scary if you could design a theme park?
Could I design a theme park? I don't know about that.
Very interesting theme park.
That'd be a fucked up theme park.
I don't know what it would be. It would be like arcades.
Oh, it would look like this fun house in here. Pretty soon we got to turn the window. I mean, it would look like this fun house in here. We have to get back to some Ghostbuster recording too. I haven't done any Ghostbuster recording. There is some Ghostbuster news to talk about. There's actually a few things of news. And now that I do it a little bit in shorts, but in a comical way, Neil Storm has to make his comeback. He has to make the comeback, Kelsey. She says, uh-oh. I don't say uh-oh.
He's going to be mad.
What do you mean I'm going to be mad? Mad about what?
He's going to be mad. He's going to be mad. He hasn't been around for a while.
No, he's definitely going to be upset.
That you've been doing this and not letting him talk.
Well,
He said that.
but we also had to revamp the show. We had to put some new stuff out. There's an intro out for that. A new intro where we're going to make it a little bit more, entertaining, because we're trying to get to that like TMZ kind of level. Even though we don't have that. But now, speaking of other things, as we just go back and forth, and I know it's tough for peeps to just stay in here, isn't it? Isn't it just tough?
It really is. It's a tough thing.
So I don't know. Maybe we go into like a quick rant right now, right? No, what?
Uh-oh.
No, it's not a bad rant because you agree with it. So
I know.
here we are. We're a growing channel, right? We're a growing channel. We're doing our thing. We cover all different types of shit, okay? You go on the channel, you look at it. I'm not gonna lie. More entertaining than most YouTubers. I know that everybody likes to pay attention to the most popular thing. Basically, like I don't know if you ever heard of Mr. Beast. This guy just gives away money and he does stupid shit, and that's kind of how he started. Why is everybody so attracted to stupid shit? Honestly. I mean, if someone tries to provide you with sheer entertainment. Now look, we've went up how many subscribers in 2 weeks? 500 almost? Or 400? Yeah, we've almost went up 400 fucking subscribers in 2 weeks. Only because of me promoting myself more. Not using SEO, not using someone that fucking hits you up and says, I can promote your channel for this amount of money daily. Give me money every time you do something. Fuck you. Okay? Because if you gotta do that, this is what I'm trying to say. If you have to do that constantly, then you're probably not that entertainment. You're not. If all you motherfucking do is talk about news and go on a news feed and just look at it and talk about it, what the hell is that? How do you have people watching you? Is that entertainment to people these days? That's entertaining. Watching someone just, I want to go back and forth. That's why I'm trying to find different panelists that can go back and forth, get a little heated, and not get mad. Where you're not, I want to have a back and forth and have different opinions. I don't want to kumbaya a fucking stream for 10 hours or 4 hours or 5 hours with 10 panelists with everybody having the same fucking opinion. That has got to be the most boringest fucking thing to watch possible. You have to have diversity, and I'm not talking race and this and that. I'm talking personalities, people that think differently. That's a good thing. You think Kelsey agrees with everything I say? Hell no. She'll tell me I'm a fucking dumbass. Or what are you talking about? Yeah, see, you are a dumbass. When she called me I was recording a short over there before. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, yeah, but see, that's the entertaining side. I'm a lunatic, okay? You don't know what's going to come from the channel, but it's going to be something entertaining. It's going to be something in entertainment. I'm a nostalgia guy. I love nostalgia. People that don't love nostalgia, seriously, get yourself fucking checked. I remember a person saying that to me on the stream. They're like, nostalgia sucks. What the fuck is wrong with you? Did you like not like your life? So you don't like anything from your past? Nothing from your past made you happy from your childhood? No cartoons, no toys, no shows, movies, clothes, you name it. Like, are you kidding me? Like, that's got to be the craziest thing I've ever heard. It's wild. I mean, what do you think sparks conversation? Especially doing this shit, you can't just talk about news. Seriously, what the hell? What is that? What the fuck is that?
I've never heard that though.
I just say, like, I understand, like, with what I do with Newsflash or like reporting it, in a short real quick, but to just do an entire thing on that, I'd be like, shoot me in the fucking head. I mean, I literally want to argue with people. Yeah, I do. I want to argue a little bit with people. Why not? Why not? That's a spice of life. A little back and forth. No, I don't agree with you, but I would still respect you, but I don't agree. Let's go back and forth on a few movies. I want to go back and forth on 80s action movies and 90s action movies with somebody. Kelsey can't do that. We go back and forth with animal stuff. We go back and forth with old school Disney stuff, but I need to find that 80s, 90s action guy. I want to find, hello, Jeffrey. I want to go back and forth with, yeah, I did say animals. We're gonna watch a few animal videos in a little bit. We're gonna do that. Like I said, I like to do random stuff. We're gonna at one point start talking some life shit. I mean, technically, this is like talking that. I mean, in this YouTube sphere, in this online sphere that took off, you've gotta be an engaging person, because anybody can talk about anything, right? I can go talk about whatever topic I want, just like any other person on YouTube. But you've got to have an energy to you. You've got to have something, because if it's just like, I sit here and I just talk and I read a sentence and that is it. Okay. And I see hundreds of people watching you, I get pissed, because I'm like, you suck. So that means you're either paying for something, you've piggybacked off something, and oh my God, the grifting sphere of people that fucking exist on these goddamn platforms. Holy shit. Grifters are awful. I watch them all over the place. It doesn't matter what the genre of conversation is. You'll see these fucking people all over. And that's why I don't like doing that. I don't want to obtain a freaking subscriber from other channels that are centric on one topic, unless you're a person that can go all over the place. That's why it's been so important to break off and just grow your own brand. If you don't know how to grow your own brand, what the hell are you doing? What do you think? Don't you think you should grow your own brand, and then if you hit with people, you hit? But to go in as like as groups all the time, I find it dangerous. Personally, me, because I don't like being lazy with this. I don't.
They want it, but they don't want to work.
Right, you don't want to work for it. That's the thing. So at one point, right, we were stuck at 820 a few weeks ago, and now we've skyrocketed to fucking almost 1250 in subscribers, and I'm like, I'm being lazy. I'm waiting to do, my style of recorded content, whether it be a character or newsflash or irregular tours or regular reviews, whatever it may be, instead of like hustling more, getting more of my personality out there, but in different ways. And then I finally started doing that. And then Kelsey comes up to me one night. She's like, what the hell what's going on? How are we growing like this? What did you do? But hold that thought. Kelsey's going to talk because I have to run to the boys' room. Be right back. There it is.
I still don't know what you did.
Huh? Talk loud.
I said, stop it. I don't know what he did. Except that he's a psycho. So I guess that's more like it. So expect more of that coming up. Because you never know. I never know. There's no plan here. There's no anything. Even when he's releasing later, I'm like, didn't you do that already? It's like I did on Instagram. I'm like, oh, wrong platform, apparently. So, if you're interested in that, go over to Instagram.com/irregulardeal and you'll find lots and lots of ones.
What do you got?
No, I said you did them on the wrong platform.
Yeah, no, I did.
So there's a ton over on your Instagram page.
Dude, yeah, I did do a lot of shorts. Well, I did a lot of reels. Remember the one like from Star Wars Land? And that just like it worked. I mean, you know, so it's just a matter of like be original as best as you can, but promote yourself is my thing. Promote yourself. You talk to me, I'm gonna beat you up. Siri was about to talk. Yeah, I know. Like, she does get lonely. I like it when I see people be themselves. I don't like seeing narratives too much when it comes to this stuff because, you're you're a normie person. Why are you playing a narrative? Why can't you just have your own real opinion? If you think something sucks, say that it sucks. Don't be afraid to say that it sucks. If something's over, then move on from what's over. I see a lot of people they don't know how to change their narrative. You can change your narrative. You can't be afraid to change narrative out there. What's the big deal? What is the big deal? What can't you do? Do you think anybody really gives two shits when it comes to any of this? They don't. They really don't. I mean, when you go into your analytics studio and you look at your average view time, you're like, oh my God. You're like, damn. And that's why we're trying to create a community in here to just go back and forth with each other. But we want you to go back and forth with us because that's the whole point. Have interesting questions to ask. Say something funny, whatever it may be. That's the whole freaking point of doing lives. To just do lives to be seen, I don't know. That's like you said, it's lazy. It's lazy. You're not going to grow that way. It's kind of hard to grow that way. The only way that you grow is, like I said, you got to call people out. You gotta be a dick. You gotta openly go and slander somebody just to get attention. And then that's a weaselly way of doing things too. That's kind of this.
Shit up!
Why would you do that? Why would you? No, that's just being stupid. Yeah. I mean, and to, I could touch on some Marvel crap, but I don't want to do that. I mean, because all you're going to do is, okay, Secret Invasion is coming. It's not out till the mid part of, I think it's July, or is it June 21st? It's either June 21st or July 21st, whatever. I saw people have a fucking review out for the first 2 episodes. It's not even released to the public yet. Why? Why? But that's your content? That's what I mean. There's too many lazy people on these platforms. Oh, I have this early access. So this is gonna get the fuck out of here with that shit. Get out of here. And there's too many of that. And that's why I didn't like the flash drive crap. I didn't like that all these people saw the movie well in advance. That is stupidity to me. And that happens with so many movies and TV series. They're preset to try to manipulate what you're doing. And that's bullshit. Oh yeah, no, that's definitely the way of the world. What's up, Chris? We got Chris in here. Mad ass. And then we got McGovern. There he is.
Yeah, there you go.
We've got, hey, Jim, right there, buddy. We should have a shot right now. Are you talking about me? Jim, we wouldn't talk about you. We wouldn't talk about you, Jimmy. Never. Oh, and then we got Chris right there. Let's see if we can give Chris a good one. What's that? Oh, I was like, are you raising your hand?
Sorry, my arm.
We've got a mad ass in the house. Alex just pooped his pants. He just pooped his pants. What do you mean he just pooped his pants? How did he just poop his pants? What'd you do, punch him? Surprise! I mean, that is a surprise right there. What up, Nicotina? Hello, sir. How are you? Thank you for stopping in. Always appreciate it. And we got a cheers out there. We got a cheers. We're gonna cheers. Hey, Jim, if you're still watching,
Jim.
Solo cups. Solo. Because I don't feel like washing the dishes. Classy individuals.
Wait,
That's right.
wait. No.
I got the pinky up. Pinky up for Benny. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Why'd you go to the bathroom? You just went and left. The fuck? That is true. It's okay. Nope. Oh, he sharted. Fart went wrong. Want to do a shot? Get a shot glass. This is a shot glass, Jim. The shot glasses are all right there. They're all right there, you see? I don't want to wash them. Not in the mood. Want to do a shot? Chris, you want me to fix you some sandwiches? I'll fix you some sandwiches. I mean, why not? Why not do that? Oh, but
Actually,
what?
we added to our shot glass collection.
Yeah, what did we add? The zoo. We added the zoo. I don't even have room anymore. No, you're holding it too low. There we go. It's right there. Right there. Granny is spry. She is spry. Because Granny is spry. No, Granny's spry. She is spry. You know, when Granny walks in, and we're not talking about we're talking Bad Santa. It's not a movie you would love. This is kind of like a Chris and my sister thing right here. But
What's happening?
So, Kels, is there any Disney park news that we knew about that might have been going on? Is there something that sparked an interest?
They have released
What
halfway to the holidays.
Oh, well, yes. Kelsey's very excited about Christmas in July.
Well, no, it's halfway to the holidays. I'm very upset we're not going to Christmas. That's all I'm saying. Very, very, very upset.
Okay.
They're announcing more and more exciting things and new things that are coming this year.
Talk loud.
That are around. You don't have to. It's right there, you moron.
Did you just hear that?
Yeah, I hope they heard you.
Did you?
You're a moron.
A moron.
It's right there.
It's not nice.
What?
That's what she said.
No.
Come on, I want the drop. Go
You're
ahead.
not getting it.
Come on!
You'll overuse it. No. You're abusive like
Come
that.
on, go! Oh! That's what she's doing to my heart right now.
Oh, darn. I feel so bad.
She's doing that to my heart.
I feel so bad. I'm going to cry.
So back to what you were saying.
Anyways, they're announcing all these things happening. Very excited about that.
Okay. We are going for 12 days.
They got like a new party going on. They got.
All right. But we're going to be there for so long. And then, come on.
Stupid Halloween. Oh, I'm home. Ew.
That's not nice. What do you mean you don't like it?
I don't like Halloween.
Come on. Hey! Prakash, what's going on? Thoughts on flash drive? Oh, Prakash. Well, I know it's it's early as fuck for you, so thank you for stopping by. When I go see flash drive, I will let you know because you're gonna see irregular reviews on that motherfucker. Yeah, I think it's hilarious. I've called flash drive for a while. It's a floppy disk, and I did talk about it earlier. And I said, hey, let it just be a little bit entertaining. I talked about the CGI at the beginning. So when I actually see the movie, I'll have more of a better opinion of it. But I do look forward to seeing Mr. Keaton. Other than that, I can give two shits when it comes to all that. I mean, it's what it is. It's supposed to be a summer popcorn movie, so let it go, let it come, get the fuck out, and that'll be it. That'll be it. When it comes to freaking flash drive, I mean, what else can you say? Flashy flash. I do look forward to going to the next zoo. I do look forward to going to watch more Muppets Mayhem. I'm gonna watch a little more Dragon Ball Z tonight, I must say. Dragon Ball Super. I mean, it is good for me. And Kelsey did get us diner. Yes. Turkey club. She got a chicken club, but it was grilled. I don't want no grilled. Yeah, no. I'm good on that. Yeah, she'll be fine with it, but I mean, it's kind of like getting grilled chicken for like me is like getting Kelsey instant coffee. And this is what would happen.
No, I don't drink coffee.
Yeah, you don't drink coffee? How about instant coffee?
No, I don't have.
You don't have any instant coffee?
Well, I don't normally.
Who doesn't have instant coffee?
I don't.
You buy a jar of Folgers Crystals, you put it in a cupboard, you forget about it. And later on, when you need it, it's there. It lasts forever. It's freeze-dried. Freeze-dried crystals.
That is correct. And I will tell the very sweet story about Vero about instant coffee.
Hold on, I gotta move the mic for this one. God damn it! I want to make sure they pick it up. You're saying something nice.
I am saying something nice.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
Back when you were nice. When we were first together and he didn't have a coffee pot and I'd come here.
Damn.
And he bought instant coffee and he'd make it for me in the morning and he'd
Yeah.
bring it to me.
I would get up early and I'd mix it with a spoon. I'd sit there stirring the stupid fucking thing. I'm like, here you go. We're camping in my apartment because I don't drink coffee.
Because he didn't drink coffee and he didn't have anything for me and I will die. And actually I was here during a snowstorm the one time. So I couldn't go out and get anything. I used to go out and just like go to Starbucks when I'd be here because
Did I leave? No, I feel like I hear faucet running, but go ahead. You know how I have dog ears.
God, you freaking dog!
I have dog
I'm trying to
ears.
say something nice about you.
Go ahead.
And then he manipulated his mother into buying coffee cup for me. That's so sweet.
Yeah, I manipulated my mother into buying me an espresso machine.
Yeah.
Evil son of a bitch that I am.
Very
Sick. Oh God.
They're super sweet and sweet, and but instant coffee is kind of like the grocery drink. It's very nice and you need caffeine. I don't know.
It kind of kicks you up, kind of like a good 5-hour energy.
No,
Yes.
5 hours is disgusting.
Oh, it's not disgusting.
That would like rip my stomach apart.
Not mine. So what do you got there, Prakash? Oh yeah, Secret Invasion. I was talking about that real quick. I look forward to seeing that. They're saying it has that like a more serious vibe to it. All that kind of. All right, great. That's what we wanted from Marvel. Secret Invasion coming in 3 days. That has me intrigued as it looks more like Winter Soldier. And that, Prakash, is what they are saying. Prakash, if I'm not saying that right, please tell me. But that is going on. And I heard that and I read that and I look forward to it because it does look like it's going to be decent. And we need a good, decent series. You know, right now, if you're a Muppets fan, Muppets Mayhem, get on it. I'm fucking telling you, the shit's good. But that's only if you're a Muppets fan.
Who is not a Muppets fan?
There's a lot of people that aren't Muppets fans.
Well, then you should live.
God damn!
What?
You were yelling at me for saying that shit.
You don't deserve to breathe.
Oh, by the way, the window's doing the blinkies, but we don't have the window on.
Well, I don't know.
The window's doing the
I didn't
blinkies.
know it was dark enough. You yell at me when I put
It's
it
dark
on
enough.
too.
No, I'm not gonna yell at you for that. What are they yelling at you for that?
Put it on too soon and people can't see it.
Well, that's true. Well, you know, I do have to go to Walmart and get more of those firework things.
Hey.
Yeah, if they still have them. That's if they still have them. Grounded spy adventure, which is what we need. Hey, Prakash, now that I have you here, quick question for you, bud. Do you feel that with the superhero movies, right, and the stories that they're trying to tell now, especially with like DC characters, don't you kind of want like animated block? Huh? You can wait on those. You gotta hold it. You gotta push it to number 7. You gotta push it 7 times, dear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oi. But Prakash, like I was saying, do you feel that with the amount of superhero movies that we have, right? The overabundance, the trying to tell these elaborate stories from like comic books that took fucking 30 issues or 20 plus issues. You gotta fix the lines at least, Jesus. And you didn't turn on the moon. No, you didn't, Chica. Yeah, that side. You didn't turn that side on. Wow, she's half-assing. So, Prakash, do you feel that they need to start going the Spider-Man Miles Morales route, right? I mean, Turtles is coming out with their kind of style, and I still say that Turtles Mayhem is. I like how everybody's using Mayhem, but the Electric Mayhem of it. No, they've existed. But where I go with that is, do you feel that you'd want to see some of these superhero movies that continue, right? Instead of going live action, can we get some like stylistic animated blockbusters? I mean, if you did Flashpoint, now of course we have a Flashpoint animated from the DC. Doing that. Maybe they're fucking doing that. You know, with the Authority and whatever else, you know, all these fucking things that they're talking about. That would be better suited. Pick the right voice actor, right? Pick the right voice actors. One thing with Spider-Man, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which I love. You get the right voice actor, you're selling the characters are right there. So, I mean, Kevin Conroy, the late Kevin Conroy, who voiced Batman for decades in movies and, of course, the animated series, you bought him as Batman. He was Batman. So, that being said, I love animation. So, I mean, like, look, you know my love for WALL-E. You know my love for Up and some of the Pixar stuff, Toy Story and all that shit, The Incredibles. You know, can we get some DC shit when it comes to that going forward with the movies? I mean, some of these movies are so elaborate that I don't think you can do live action because you're going CGI anyway. You know what I mean? You're going CGI anyway. So when you're going CGI, fuck it. Go animation, man. Have a style. Do something. Get that, like I said, the right voice actor, and you can do some crazy good stuff. I mean, that's my opinion because I feel like we've gotten to the point where everything's just too much. So let's see, what do you got? The thing is, people have lost faith in DC that they can successfully complete an arc of, all right, no, I don't discount that, but what do you feel with animation? Tell me that. Because I agree with that. Of course you lose faith. Now, you're not going to go run to a movie that you know has no ties to nothing, but yet they're trying to tie it into this grandiose thing, and you know it's not that. So they were banking on, that's why you saw the Keaton nostalgia throughout all these trailers, and it looked great, and I think Keaton probably will do a great job, and that's what a lot of people are saying. So when I go see it, I'll have my actual opinion. But I want to know if you want some more, like, let them go into an animated world too. That's kind of what I'd like to see. I don't know about you. You know, like the Muppets. Like, thank God the Muppets did something original. We touched on that too. You know, you can't do Kermit and Piggy all the time. You have this grandiose Muppets world, but yet you always do the same characters. Same thing with DC. That's why I did a rant on last night with Green Arrow. I got my Green Arrow get up and I did a short on Green Arrow. And I'm like, where the fuck is Green Arrow? We got one live action Green Arrow. We barely got any DC movie Green Arrows. We got him tied into stuff. I remember it was tied. There was a Green Arrow short tied into the Superman and Shazam versus Black Adam, and tied in with the Spectre and a few other things. But fuck that. Give me a Green Arrow. You know, I know they had the Supermax script and all that, but we never saw it. We had Arrow on the CW, which was good for a little bit. And then, you know what's funny? Sushi guy at work commented on our Green Arrow thing, and he put Oliver Queen. That was him.
Oh.
And he goes, I liked the show, but season 4 sucked. And I started laughing my ass off. That was like the season they went magic, and it just didn't tie into what they were doing. And that's when they had to change certain things. But I'm laughing because, yeah. And then we got to, because I had the season 5 outfit. Season 5 and 6 were good. And then it reverted back to like ass. You know, so we got all that, but we never got a Green Arrow anything. And Green Arrow is a great character to fucking tackle. Practical, assassin style. You can do so much good shit with Green Arrow. Considering DC Animation, DCAU was successful from Flashpoint Paradox until Dark Apocalypse when Jay Oliva was involved. Yes, because I love that. Now they don't have consistent animated style of a universe. Yes! Thank God someone else has fucking said that. Thank you, Prakash. You were totally correct on that, because all the new DCAU movies, like, they're loosely connected and make no sense. You know, and the animation is kind of whatever. I wasn't really a fan of, like, the style. They tried to brighten it while still doing violence and this and that. I was more of a fan of the others, you know, the 22 movie arc that they did. I think it was 22, maybe 20, with ending with Apocalypse War and starting another Flashpoint. Yeah, there's no cohesive universe with that, because they just released another. I think they're releasing another Justice League thing, and I'm like, really? I'm like, they're tied together loosely, kind of. Really? I don't know. CW always has season 1, 2 of all shows, and then it all goes downhill from there. Yeah, it really does. It really does. I mean, the only one.
Oh, you know which one you're gonna say.
The only one that I will always love. Of course, I love Smallville, and it's hard to go back and watch Smallville. That's why I watch the podcast from time to time with Welling and Rosenbaum or Berm. Supernatural is definitely one of my faves all times. I love Sam and Dean Winchester. I know that shit went on for way too long. 15 seasons. And they had their ups and downs, of course, with seasons. But yeah, let me tell you something. Those characters they put in the show, that show kicked ass. That means that people love the characters within the show. For something to go 15 seasons, you have to love the characters, the main characters. Yeah, did they take their liberties with shit? Of course they did. But that's still, I could still always go back and watch me some fucking Supernatural. I always can. I have no problem with that. And when I get into it, watch out. I still hear something going. I don't know what it is. I hear something going.
What do you hear, you dog?
I hear something. I feel like it's coming from the bathroom. Is it? It's a sink, right? So I was right.
Sorry.
I was right.
You freaking dog.
I thought I heard a faucet or something. It was like real faint though, right? Okay, yeah, I thought so.
Oh my god, you freaking dog.
I am an animal.
You are. I swear you're a dog in a past life.
I'm not a dog. They need to pick a successful comic run like they did with DCAU initially, and then pick a consistent new animated style like Spider-Verse and TMNT. Yes, see? Crush, we're on the same page. And that's what I'm talking about. With TMNT, though, I do like what we saw. Personally, dude, when it comes to Turtles, I know we got with his rendition that's coming out. I wanted to see Last Ronin. The Last Ronin. I mean, Turtles 90 was where it was at for me, and I'm gonna play a drop because I love me some Turtles. Where are we, you sons of bitches? Kelsey, it's terrible. When I had the drops.
You said you were organizing.
I was organizing, but apparently I did not organize. I did not organize well enough. I did shitty. Oh, good job. Yes, it's a good job. It's a good job. So when it comes to Turtles, my man, this will always be my Turtles. Oh.
Does anybody have any idea about who or what this is?
I don't know, but I'll bet I never asked to look for a can opener.
So, when it comes at now, I have seen people do renditions of The Last Ronin, animated, fan stuff, and it's a 5-minute clip of Michelangelo because we know he's the last surviving turtle. Spoilers right there. In a sewer, talking to himself, talking to his brother. It hits you. It hits you. Then I've also seen a fan do a CGI look of those turtles, right? Fighting a foot soldier with Donatello, and it looks banging. So I get what they're doing with Turtles now because you want to, I'll always say going back because, in the 80s, that's what I grew up with, and the toys, that's what started it. To go back and watch that particular one, kind of tough. It's kind of tough. It's really tough, actually. Nickelodeon did their thing, didn't really care for their animation. Some of the stories were cool, but the animation was they derive from dark-ass comics. And then you get, now, some people will say the 2003 version, right? The 2003 Turtles, and I think it went for 6 to 7 seasons. I say this all the time. Might have been a little bit all over the place. Animation was on point. Fighting was on point. The stories, at the end of the day, they might have been all over the place, but they were still good to watch, still entertaining. You had everything in there. And then you got to a movie where they had all the universes kind of mixing together. So you got a lot from that. Now, when it comes to the DCAU, now the DCAU from the early on, so we go Batman the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, Justice League Unlimited, and then they went into what they did with the new 52, and they did their stuff. They delivered when it came to that, and they gave you cohesive stuff. Now, the one thing that always works when it comes to this shit is the fact that you can do more with animation than what you can do with real life. So when you're basing stuff off a comic, you do more in the animated realm than you do in the real live action one. So that's kind of where things get fucked up for people. So if you're a hardcore purist, then you're not going to like most live action shit. What do you got there? There should always be PG-13 versions of the stories for everyone, but at the same time, studios should make rated R stories considering they need content for streaming too. Dark Apocalypse was fire. Yes, no, Dark Apocalypse was great. It was a great ending and continuation from where they left. I mean, I loved it. You always need all your different style content, but when your live action is suffering, I think you should always go toward your animation because you can hit more audiences. You really can. And anybody that always tells me, how your bro will be like, I don't like any of the animated movies, but he'll go and watch certain Disney style things or whatever it may be. You're missing out when you don't watch animation. I'm telling you, you are missing out. So don't tell me that people don't. Yeah, people that don't watch The Simpsons or Family Guy and all that back in the day, you liked all that because how else would those style shows push the limits? Because it's animation. You know what I mean? So when it comes to these comic book movies or whatever else it may be, Turtles, any of it, you can push the envelope with animation. You can't do it with live action now. And son of a business, I gotta go to the bathroom, and Kelsey's gonna.
Oh my gosh, what is wrong with you?
I haven't eaten.
What?
I
You did.
didn't.
Lie. You have pizza. I know what you're talking about. That's how much I was doing that. Oh, yeah. Did that, girl. I'm sorry, I have no idea what you were talking about.
You tuned me out. That's not nice. Don't tune me out.
We're talking to me.
So right now we also have, besides what you and I are going back and forth about there, Prash, we also got Superstore going. That's right. I don't know if anybody watched Superstore. We did do a feels, but we never went back to it. See, that's why I want to go back to certain things. Don't you want to go back to certain things on the channel? I know I do. Huh? No?
You gotta move forward.
Oh, ooh, look at that. I like that. She goes, move forward. I like that. I like that. She wants to do a Cheers, but we haven't gone through Cheers yet. We're doing Muppets Mayhem, and I'm doing the Flash next. I mean, because we're going to go through that. You know we're going to go through that. And Muppets isn't even long to go through because they're like 25 plus, not even, when it comes to minutes to watch. So, shit. Get out of here. Protect your VPN, you fucking annoying little thing. Oh!
Oh.
Woo! So what were you watching? So Kelsey loves animals, right? I love animals too. Kelsey really loves animals. She's holding her stuffed animal right now, Jeffrey. Yes.
I'm a shepherd. He's
Yeah.
a giraffe.
Jeffrey is a giraffe. Shocking. Jeffrey's a giraffe. Yeah, this is what we got him at the zoo. Kelsey loves
You're
her.
famous, Jeffrey.
Kelsey loves her animals. She loves her stuffed animals. I've got some scary fucking dolls in there
They're
that
not scary at all.
that are like Chucky,
No,
and they're gonna.
not. Shut up. They are not. They're sweet dolls. Don't act like they're killers. They're very sweet. They don't look like they're about to murder you. Don't talk about Holly and Nobel like that.
I'm getting in trouble right
You
now.
wait till I bring Danielle,
I'm sorry,
Connor,
what?
and Elizabeth.
Oh my
okay?
God, there's 3 more.
Yeah.
There's
there are
3 more. These are the things that come alive, like Megan.
They're not coming alive.
And they're gonna look at me and they're gonna have knives and they're gonna say,
no,
they're
they're
gonna,
not. They're
where's they gonna kill you because they
no,
don't like
they're
you.
Sweet. You like
Oh.
No, they're sweet. They're very, very sweet.
Sweet. But
Those things are gonna come alive and kill you. They
all right.
have weapons.
So number 1,
They have weapons.
all my stuff over there is not gonna come to life. Okay,
Yes,
it's
they
not.
are.
The pops, pop, pop, pop,
Yes.
pop, 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 pop,
And they have
pop.
weapons. They have scary weapons. My sweet baby.
There's a lightsaber over there. We'll take care of them, no problem.
Yeah.
But Kelsey's been watching, I call it, she's watching Secrets of the Zoo, right? I don't know what zoo, I don't know what zoo she's on.
Columbus Zoo.
Columbus Zoo. It's like Grey's Anatomy for the zoo.
It doesn't go to a different zoo. It's that one.
Oh, that's it? Oh, I thought it was numerous zoos.
No, they have a conservation park. They also do. But
Oh,
part of the zoo.
okay.
But it's a park. So they've got
Oh.
another one for you.
All right. I didn't know. So sorry. I mean, I walk in and she's like flat out just like smiling. I'm like,
There
oh,
are baby otters and a baby giraffe was born.
a baby otter. Oh, and like I want to put some Casual Geographic
And a
on
baby giraffe was
just so
born.
we can watch them. Huh?
She was born, so the baby giraffe was born into conservation.
How
park.
big is a baby giraffe when a baby giraffe is born?
They said between 5.5 and 6.5 feet. But
6.5.
this one ended up being a male, and it was probably closer to 6 feet.
What up, Truth? Thank you for stopping in.
So he was like he was at the conservation park, so it's more hands off. So they're essentially like.
So a conservation park is more hands off as opposed to a zoo.
Yeah.
So they give it more habitat,
Yeah.
which is kind of like, is that kind of like Animal Safari and?
Kind of, but but I think this is more like they let them be. For the most part, they let them be.
Okay.
I think they go and feed them and stuff like that, so they're not technically in the wild, but like the wild.
It's more like the wild.
So like when like the baby was born, it wasn't born in one of their stalls. It was born
Outside.
So then they had to go and see if it was okay. And then
Okay.
They had to go and grab it. But that only if something's wrong.
Kelsey should have been a vet. I don't know why she wasn't a vet or something like that, because the way she gets all happy when she sees an animal. I don't know. I mean, I should have been in TV somehow because I love doing this shit. I actually love doing the other stuff. Yeah, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't.
You can still do it. It would take me 8 years to just do like the normal schooling.
Well, what the fuck? What the hell am I gonna do?
That's how you can do it. You can do whatever you want. Even though you say you can't.
Did I do that?
You can go into TV. Why can't you go into TV?
Well, technically, we kind of am.
Yeah. So
Technically, we kind of are, not am. Can't even talk straight. Stupid ass.
But it would take me a very long time.
Yeah.
I think all.
Well, isn't it funny? Like the two of us both took TV production at one point. We both took TV production. I remember making commercials and all that kind of shit. So that's why it's not shocking that I enjoy doing this stuff. And making shorts. Like I said, wait till you see the stupid ass short that I'm gonna release after the stream. And there might be one more, because like I said, I want to get us. I mean, all right. So I wanted to get us to 2,000 subscribers by the end of this weekend.
By today, correct?
Didn't happen. It didn't happen. Hey, whatever.
What did I say? What did I say?
You said 1,200, but we're over 1,200.
Okay, but I said 1200.
We're over 1,200. I was trying to be unrealistic because I was like, no, we're gonna go to 2K. I'm gonna do something to go to 2K. We still went up. Well over 100. No. We woke up this morning. We're like, what the fuck? How the hell did we get to 1230?
I went to you. I was like, what did you do?
I was like, what did I do now? I don't know. I did something. You know, and then when we saw a certain video tick off, that's why I'm like, oh, fuck. I got to get Newsflash together now. How dare I? Because when was the last time we did it? 2 months? Has to be.
I looked at it April 15th. So, yeah.
Ooh. Damn.
I didn't realize we were
Damn.
I feel like it was
Holy shit. That's a while.
That's why I jumped in.
Well, that's because I do so much other nonsense.
Yeah, there's been so much stuff that I don't even know what you did.
Wow.
But it was like sometimes I'm just like, I don't know.
Damn. All right.
Yesterday could have been 3 weeks ago. I can't tell you because he doesn't.
Yeah, I
He
do.
did too much shit now.
Oh. It's okay that I do a lot of stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. Just in case anybody doesn't know. She's right there. Huh? You don't have to tell me to do anything. I'm just gonna do it. We don't do that. We don't do that here. No. Not at all. Not at all. Did you see anything else interesting in your zoo show today? When an otter's scared of the water, that's a problem.
They're bored. They were orphans.
Yeah.
I don't think they knew what the water was.
Hmm.
They
Interesting.
were just little babies.
Well, that's
The
interesting.
cougar- The cougar had an eye problem, but I think he's gonna be okay. But I didn't finish the episode. But was awesome.
Well, you know, you said something on cougars. So now I have this one thing pulled up that talks about jaguars and cheetahs and how cheetahs are just not anything, and jaguars are the Avengers of.
The cheetahs are so cute.
But cheetahs get yeeted so bad.
Emmett on the.
Emmett?
Emmett on the.
Emmett.
Show. Emmett is the cheetah. And he was also orphaned, and he was raised with the dogs. And the dog actually grew up with him, so then he sometimes acts like a dog.
Okay.
The dog acts like the cheetah. Yeah. But it's so adorable. You think, like, has the cheetah not eat the dogs?
Because he grew up with them.
Because he was raised with the
So
dogs, and they're his best friends, and it's the cutest thing ever.
I'm gonna go there.
That's why I wanted to see the cheetahs. We went to the zoo, and they were doing sleepies.
they were doing a lot of sleepies, but they also look at you like they want to eat you.
All the cats, they didn't look like they were cheetahs. They were the ones that were by bald eagle. That you couldn't even see. They were like.
Oh yeah, America's bird that really isn't America's bird. Yes, the bald eagle. No, they just kind of like sit there. They don't really do much. So I'm gonna put some casual geographic on real fast while we're chilling because we like some animals. And then Kelsey will tell me something else at one point. You know how that goes. Kelsey loves herself some animals. So let's get that off. Do we like that one or do we like that one? Let's go with that one. Okay. So now this is a why jaguars are an Avengers level threat and cheetahs aren't. So this is going to be an interesting one. Let me turn off the music real fast. Let me pause it at least. Because we're feeding the fucking ducks and we don't need to feed the ducks right now. There we go.
Yeah, it's time we talk about just how much of a joke jaguars are. First of all, jaguars will regularly clap caiman by going into the water and dragging them out by their teeth like a disobedient child. And that's because jaguars do something that no other big cat does. Because while lions, tigers, and leopards put their prey out of their misery by biting the neck, jaguars apparently watch endgame and go directly for the head, which happens to be the caiman's weak point. And since this walking vice grip has the strongest bite of any cat, that means it puts the caiman in a coffin by biting through its skull and piercing its walnut-sized brain. After the jaguar cancels his life subscription, he'll then manhandle the caiman out of the water. Just for the record, caiman can grow to weigh hundreds of pounds. It's like deadlifting a washing machine, but only using your teeth. Think about it like this. Leopards are strong enough to lift and carry their victims into the trees where they can eat them without having to pay taxes to lions or hyenas. Jaguars are literally everything leopards are on steroids, and the good kind too. The kind that helps you win Tour de France 7 times. So yeah, jaguars will bully the crocodile's little brother. They can also weigh over 200 pounds, run at 50 miles per hour, and they look like this underwater.
Because that's not frightening.
Immigration control for a homicidal Garfield on PED, sometimes they end up wandering into the US. Because they can climb, building a wall ain't about to do. Jaguars are a cheat code that God forgot to patch. Here's the difference between leopards and jaguars. One, I hope you have good health insurance, and the other, you better have life insurance. Leopards are one of the smallest big cats found in Africa and Asia, but they're also one of the strongest. They have to be, since they carry all the bodies they catch into trees where they don't have to worry about lions or hyenas. Jaguars can climb, but don't need to because they have no worries. They're what everything worries about. They're the third most brolic big cats with a home address of Central and South America. Leopards are quicker, more agile, and they ambush their prey and end them with a bite to the windpipe. Jaguars are heavier, stronger, and they factory reset their victims by biting through the skull and even piercing the brain. It helps that this steroid Garfield has pound for pound the strongest bite of any big cat. Strong enough to clap caiman and evict turtles from their shell. Leopards are the best climbers, so if it's in a tree, it's probably a leopard and you're probably gonna die. Because leopards often ambush their prey by leaping from the sky like Batman about to cripple a drug dealer. Jaguars are more all around since they can run, climb, and swim. Jaguars take down bigger prey, but the leopard has a higher hit list since they prey on over 90 animals, including dogs. Leopards are smaller, quicker, and better climbers. Jags are stronger and more all around, except in Jacksonville.
Here's what your favorite big cat says about you. It's a jaguar, you're a wannabe gym rat bitch.
Okay, first of all, that was uncalled for. Especially since I was at the gym when you sent that to me. Second of all, your favorite animal is bad at being itself. Yeah, roll the clip.
It's gonna get eaten by freaking
vultures eat dead things. Like, that's how little smoke they want with the living. Yet somehow your favorite animal lets itself get pocket checked by some corpse pigeons. Cheetahs get bullied by literally everything, but they can't even hide from the smoke in trees because cheetahs can't climb trees. Or at least they're not good at it. Also, cheetahs are so inbred that they're almost all identical. The cheetah population was literally once so down bad that piping their sister was their only option. That, and apparently their mother. I love cheetahs, I really do, but you can't tell me nature didn't fumble the hell out of them. You know, I'd be willing to forgive all of that if it wasn't for this. Okay, I'm gonna tell you where it is. But before I do, here's 5 things you did not know about them. Genetically, snow leopards are actually closest to tigers. They're ice tigers. Snow leopards are the only big cats that can't roar. And it's because their vocal cords don't have a special layer of fatty tissue that lets them sound like lions, tigers, and jaguars. Instead, they sound like a moody teenage Simba. Even though they could body bag anyone watching this, snow leopards are massive introverts, and they're so non-aggressive towards humans that if you pull up on one, it's more likely to run than run away. There is no recorded case of a wild snow leopard attacking a human, and you could even mess around and interrupt one while it's eating, which is normally asking to see God. For the snow leopard, it'll still probably choose pacifism and just run away. Snow leopards have a long, thick tail full of fur and fat, which is why they often use them as a built-in scarf or a blanket for those chilly nights. Snow leopards can jump 50 feet in one leap, and this is what it looks like to play tag with a snow leopard. It's not fun. For those of you that stuck around and made it to the end, there he is. He's been there the whole time. You're lucky they're not violent. You know what? To answer your question, I'm gonna tell y'all a little story. So once upon a time, a Florida man had a pet black leopard. And I could honestly end the video right there. Pet, leopard, and then Florida and man. There's only one way this movie ends. Horribly with no sequel. So this man from Fort Lauderdale decided to keep the big cat in his backyard and then charge people $150 for a full contact experience. Which would be exciting if this were a massage parlor, but no, we're talking about wild animals. In his defense, the man claimed to run an animal sanctuary for rare and endangered animals, which apparently involved leaving killing machines in his backyard. Some might argue it's no more dangerous than owning a gun, and my response is you can't put a safety on a fucking leopard. So anyway, one man ended up spending $150 of his hard-earned money to get the full Black Panther experience. He got exactly what he paid for. The leopard proceeded to scalp him, as in it was so bad that his scalp was hanging from his head and his right ear was torn in half. He got mauled so severely by the Black Panther that he could have legally changed his name to Killmonger right then and there. And just a reminder, he paid for that to happen. It's like writing Mike Tyson a check to break your jaw. It's like paying an MMA fighter to bicycle kick your ribs. It's like spending thousands a year just to get your mental health suplexed. I would know. I went to college. The man who let another grown man risk his life right in front of him claimed that the leopard went crazy, but Chris Rock said it best.
Talk about the tiger went crazy. That tiger ain't go crazy. That tiger went tiger.
Thank you, Chris. Moral of this video. They're called wild animals because they'll wild out on your
cougar found with teeth growing out the back of its head.
Oh yeah, that's weird. This was like a tumor thing. So Kelsey doesn't like this one. So what I'm going to do for little Miss Kelsey is I'm going to show her something very happy. We're going to give her Kelsey happy. Okay?
There's nothing wrong with being happy, Neil.
Oh, I just like real. I'm getting in trouble. Okay, so here's one that I know Kelsey's gonna like. So hold on.
18 years.
Okay, so we're gonna put. No, you're gonna like this one. I know you're gonna like this one. I know you're gonna like this. Okay, so here we go. This is animals that deserve a second Mother's Day.
Being a mom is a thankless job, and I personally couldn't have any of it. According to salary.com, if moms got paid for every single thing they did, we're talking about like housekeeping, chef, school tutor, financial manager, nurse, nutritionist, management analyst, HR department, driver. If you add it all up, we're looking at mothers earning an annual salary of $184,820. And that's for the stay-at-home moms. If you manage to have a job on top of that, good luck, Charlie. Let's just think about it like this. SpongeBob was Employee of the Month 374 straight times. Carried the Krusty Krab like LeBron in Cleveland. Literally had to pay his boss to work there. And took it all with a smile. Bro played mommy for 5 days and nearly caught a life sentence on the 6th. It's hard being a mom, especially since humans make the most helpless babies in nature. We pretty much stay that way for the next 18 years and usually longer. And this is because the insanely high learning curve of being a functional member of society means that babies have the self-preservation skills of a cantaloupe. That same high learning curve is why orangutans are the biggest mama's boys in nature. It literally takes them 7, 8, sometimes 9 years to be emancipated from their mother's teeth. Orangutans are the heaviest animals to spend most of their lives in the trees. It's the best life insurance policy when your first floor neighbor is 50 Shades of Find Out if you want to. It's why the orange ape not only plays Flora's lava for as long as it's alive, Mama Orang builds a bed from scratch for her child and herself to sleep in, and she'll make a new bed every single night. In her life, she'll make thousands. She'll also spend the better part of a decade teaching her little man of the forest how to orangutan. And she does it without an iPad or Cocomelon. She Iron Mans that shit. The motherly bond is so strong that, just like with humans, the orangs will often stay with or around their mothers even when they're past the age of being independent. Daughters might move out once they reach maturity at 12, but they'll still live close by and visit the mother orang every so often until they eventually have children of their own at like 15 or 16. But even that doesn't always cut the cord, since orangutans have been recorded visiting their mothers with their own baby in tow just to give them an opportunity to meet their grandchild. The guys are usually the ones to dip out earlier and move out further to claim a territory of their own. But every once in a while, one of nature's biggest man children will spend their bachelor teen years being mollycoddled by their mothers rent-free. And it's obviously not just orangutans. Apes in general kind of have the whole mother thing figured out. A good example of that is Binti Jwa. Ironically, she was rejected by her own mother and had to be raised and taught how to gorilla by humans. And that included how to properly care for her own child, Kula. Well, one day in '96, a kid did what kids seem to do best: fall into a gorilla pen and make it the gorilla's problem, which Binti Jwa handled by cradling the unconscious 3-year-old and gently carrying and placing him to a door where zoo officials could get to him. All with 17-month-old Kula hanging from her, watching it all go down. No, but like seriously, it really always is gorillas. You never hear a story about a kid trying that with chimps. But yeah, great apes are the undisputed mama's champs of nature, and elephants are a close second. Right off the bat, elephants are one of the best mothers on earth and really should get a medal just for willingly going through 2 years of morning sickness. Elephants spend 22 months pregnant and the next 10 years raising the 200 pounds of mass that falls out of them. Males don't usually leave their mothers until about 16, and females usually don't leave at all. And since most of the herd is often blood related, not only is the big baby raised by a mom, but also an army of aunts, cousins, and grandmothers too. Elephants will also have baby showers where they celebrate the birth with an orchestra of trumpets and rumbles. Because they are the only animals that can afford to broadcast the arrival of the weakest, most vulnerable version of themselves.
They're all having a party right now with the little baby.
Recently, for no reason at all, I asked Mint Mobile's legal team if big wireless companies are allowed.
And that's because they know anyone that wants anything with the baby got to see a 60,000-pound wall of weaponized estrogen first. They'll even make the baby shower literal by kicking up sand and dirt all over the newborn calf. But it's actually to protect its sensitive skin from the brutal sun and possibly even to mask its scent from predators looking for a come-up. Speaking of which, very few things get to mess with a baby elephant and live with the consequences. This is an elephant assaulting a crocodile with extreme prejudice. Now, I don't have the whole backstory here, but considering what it takes to get curb stomped by nature's hydraulic press, that croc 100% pressed the wrong elephant's kid. And not even other elephants get a pass. Angsty bulls will often resort to bullying smaller calves when they want to mate. And that's a great way to start a track race with every other pissed off pachyderm in the district. Elephants are so devoted to their children, they'll even confront their biggest op if it means saving them. The biggest threat to elephants aren't lions, hyenas, or down bad bulls. It's us. By far, and they know it. So when an elephant started approaching motorists on the road, people were understandably freaked out. But eventually, some people followed her and she led them to her baby stuck in a ditch. And it wasn't until some good Samaritans dug the not-so-little guy out that she left with her rescued calf by her side. Keep in mind that elephant-human relations aren't exactly the best in Asia, and hundreds have been murked by farmers trying to protect their crops. So this was the equivalent of a human walking up to a grizzly for her child's sake. And this was far from the only time something like this would happen. This one isn't as serious, but apparently this baby elephant slept so soundly that the world's biggest land mother panicked and immediately went to the zookeepers for help, which they did by waking him up. So, happy ending, I guess. Elephants are so committed to their kids that even though they can live for up to 70 years, they'll only have about 4 to 5 kids in their lives. Lucky for her, she has the support of the herd, led by a grandmother matriarch who uses her experience to guide the group. It's actually the same thing orcas do. Orcas are one of the few animals that go through menopause, and you could probably count the rest on one hand. And scientists believe that this happens because orcas are top-tier grandmothers. By giving up the chance of having children past a certain age, not only is the elderly orca able to help raise her kids' it also raises the risk for competition for resources, all while using her vast knowledge and wisdom to help guide the next generation, just like with elephants. And it has been scientifically proven that growing up around your grandmother greatly increases your quality of life. Having an OG around means the new kids on the pod have a much better chance of survival. And no orca was more of an original grandmother than Granny, a female killer whale believed to have lived to over 80 years old, having helped bring up several grand and great-grandchildren in her pod. proving that grandmothers
Nice, right?
are in fact OP. And the mamas don't be slacking either. Matter of fact, forget what I said about elephants and orangs. If these zebras are about anything, it's their mothers. To the point that recent studies have shown that mother orcas will straight up sacrifice opportunities to have more children just to keep taking care of their adult sons. And at least the ginger apes get an empty nest eventually. Resident orcas are pretty much handcuffed to their kids for life. And like any mother to a man baby, she'll do anything for her little boy, including homicide. In 2016, a mother and son duo were recorded attacking a baby orca, with the son reverse baptizing it and his mom keeping the victim's mom from intervening like some type of one-man orca O-line. And it's believed that this was an example of a male murking a baby to mate with its mother, and Orca Bundy's mom running interference to help her son eventually give her a grandchild. L morality, but W wingman, or I guess in this case wing mom. Another thing is, not only do ocean Oreos negotiate the rest of their lives when having children, they also give up their sleep schedule. Orcas and other dolphins will stay awake for a month or more straight after the birth of a calf. Calves can't afford to rest, since moving around constantly helps keep them warm in the ice-chilled water until their blubber comes in. And always being on go makes them less of an easy lick for predators. But it also means that mother dolphins go on a dream diet for as long as their children do. And during that time, the calves learn how to dolphin by mimicking every single thing it sees its mother do. It basically becomes her shadow as she teaches it everything it'll ever need to become a future menace to society, all while running on zero sleep. Sleep isn't a problem for a koala though, but because it's koala, almost everything else is. Koalas are notoriously tragic at every avenue of existence, but they do beat the mid-allegations when it comes to their mothering, especially since the rest of the marsupial family really doesn't. Quokkas and kangaroos are known to sacrifice their own child by dropping them out of their pouch to let the predator chasing them deal with it. And Tasmanian devils will have 30, sometimes 40 joeys, and the mother will eat all but the final 4 that make it to her nipular regions. Koalas though, they have one joey, and she makes it her entire world. If she gets chased by a pack of dogs or stalked by a wedgetail, there is no ejecta offspring. Either they both make it or it's 2 packs in one. Also, mother koalas do go out of their way to provide for their children, just not in the way anyone asks to see. Don't watch this part while eating, you know it's coming.
Freaky.
But the one thing koalas insist on making their defining trait to eat can't even be digested by them.
So you saw a Tasmanian devil in the last zoo thing that you did?
Yeah, they had gotten them there at that zoo. Oh my god, they're scary as hell. They're very scary, and they make this screeching noise.
Well, there's a lot of animals that make noises where you're
it
like,
sounds like
why
they're-
do you
It
exist?
sounds like they're killing somebody, and then their ears are bright red. That's why that's
So
one
it
of
doesn't
the
look
names.
like Taz from Looney Tunes. No. Shit.
No.
That's unfortunate.
And they make this thing like they're killing a baby.
Oh, God. Well, what the hell's going on with that?
I don't know.
Oof.
I don't know why they really wanted these.
Yeah, that's
But
kind of weird.
I guess
But I
it's
mean, yo,
weird.
that's casual geographic. I mean, there's a lot more that we can watch on that, but we're not going to continue to watch that. I love that guy.
They're so cute.
He throws so many cool things at you, and he's so informative. I want to talk to that guy one day. Just be like, dude, how do you have all this information? Do you just study this 24/7? Like, I mean, you go to his channel, that kid, however old he is, has so much shit. It's crazy. Yeah, why wouldn't you want to, right? Why wouldn't you? Definitely. But you know, as we were watching that, I mean, is there much else to discuss? Not really, right? No, I don't have like much else to describe in regards to topics and all that, because I do have to save stuff for all my other things that work. I do have a lot of other things to do. I have other content to record. Yeah, I mean, we were watching Casual Geographic. We're doing some of that. I can't show you all the mean things because you get all upset.
What, the animals dying? Yeah,
But
sorry.
you know, we're gonna record a news flash this week. We're gonna release it. I'm gonna have another short coming out after this. You know, other than that, I'm feeling that we're good for tonight. We've been on for an hour and 30 minutes. You know, I haven't seen news. I haven't seen Flash Drive yet. But I like to save that for content. And we're gonna continue to grow these fucking live streams because we're gonna get that audience. And we're gonna do that specialized shit. I'm telling you now. But no, we're gonna do some specialized animal stuff. I think we should say that for zoo vlogs. We're gonna go to a couple zoos. But that being said, I do appreciate all that have stopped by through tonight to say hi, drop a comment, drop a like, hell, you know, whatever it may be. But everybody, don't forget to go hit that. Don't forget to go hit that subscribe and become a part of the Irregular Nation, because why wouldn't you want to? Come take a ride on the irregular side all the time with this guy, Hope Productions, and you never know what the fuck else we're going to release, because it's constant. It is constant. I mean, it just.
I don't know what his brain's gonna come up with.
No, my brain comes up with like way too much crap.
You know, I really hate when he goes in the shower.
Yeah, I go in the shower and it's on like Donkey Kong. I mean, we even released a Ghostbusters short with myself, and I kind of was, you know, shooting that proton stream just like this. So remember, everybody, stay classy out there. Cheers. I'm going to end it after this one little thing, and I'll catch you all on the irregular side. See you later.
Okay, all right.
Nice shooting, Tex. Peace out.